News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Hearing in federal court this morning over the deported Maryland man Kilmer Abrego Garcia that the courts have ruled the Trump administration must bring back from El Salvador.
In its latest filing, the government suggests it might not be able to bring Abrego Garcia back, saying the Department of Homeland Security saying it does not have the authority to forcibly extract an alien from the domestic custody of a foreign sovereign nation.
Fox's Madeline Rivera reporting El Salvador's President Bukele at the White House Monday responded,
I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
Federal Judge Paula Zinnes ordered the Trump administration to provide daily updates on his status. Former President Biden delivers his first public address this evening since leaving office, speaking to the 2025 Conference of Advocates, Counselors, and Representatives for the Disabled. America is listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Good morning. It is, 4 minutes after 7 a.m., Mix 1041. We are on MixTV.tv. Mix Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center. And we have some breaking news in this morning. We have learned, Mix 1041 has learned that Walker Valley High School principal, Dr. Candace Belt, announced to her staff on Monday that she will be leaving her position at the end of the school year. There is no word yet on the search process for her replacement, but Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv will continue to follow this story. Once again, Walker Valley High School principal Dr. Candace Belt announced to her staff in a specially called faculty meeting yesterday that she will be leaving her position at the end of the school year. There is other news this morning, and we told you about that small plane crash in Polk County, which happened on late Friday afternoon. Now the identifications have been made. The 3 people killed in the small plane crash on Friday in Polk County have been identified as the father and grandparents of an MTSU student-athlete, Carter Maneth. The family was on their way to an intercollegiate tournament at the time of the crash. MTSU Athletics released a statement offering their condolences and support. Air traffic control at McGee-Tyson in Knoxville first reported the plane missing from radar at 2:23 p.m. Friday. Emergency crews located the wreckage around 4:54 p.m. in a wooded area near Tellico Reliance Road in the Cherokee National Forest. And sadly, all 3 occupants were found deceased. And by the way, that is the student-athlete Carter Maneth of MTSU. That was his father and grandparents, grandmother and granddad, who sadly perished in the crash. Bradley County Commission met on Monday for a work session. Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis honored the Bradley Central High School girls basketball team for winning their 3rd consecutive state championship. And Kamara Fields was especially recognized for being named Miss Tennessee Basketball April 14th. Yesterday, Kamara Fields Day in Bradley County. Coach Jason Reuter, of course, the TSSAA 4A Girls Coach of the Year. And, of course, it was also mentioned yesterday that we, of course, announced that Coach Reuter is the Max Preps National Coach of the Year. I'm joined by Zandra in for Brett. I don't want you to just quick comment here. Now, this is not an invitation to talk for next hour. Okay?
Yes.
But
I never talk much.
Whew, I don't know what that's compared to. But anyway, No, so listen to this. I am so sorry. I can't even talk this morning. That's pretty bad. When we go on the air, I'll be a lot better. So Mayor Davis says, okay, Coach Reuter, it's your day on tax day, April 15th.
Oh, my. Is that today?
That's today.
That's today.
Oh, you're going to prison.
Oh, no. No, did you know there was an extension in the state of Tennessee till November? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard, and I heard when the state announced that, basically as all the taxes already been filed. Good timing to the state. Wait till we talk to the Economic Development Commissioner next week, which we are. All right, well, let's continue on here. So today is Coach Reuter Day. So, hey, in honor of his day, you can talk his ear off like he does everyone else. You know, he called me redundant at the Rotary Club when I interviewed him about a year ago.
Oh, my.
He said, you're redundant. There you go. Speaking of redundant, it's his
I can't imagine.
tax day. Tax day is his day. Let's go to the Cleveland City Council yesterday. By the way, you can watch the Bradley County Commission meeting, mixtv.tv. Watch that full meeting. And, we're so proud of those young ladies and the three-time state champions. Now the Cleveland City Council, Lisa Lovelace, CEO of Bradley Medical Center, presented updates to the council. They have a new partnership with Siskin Hospital, plus the addition of 10 ER beds to reduce wait times, plans for a new women's center across from the hospital. Also, during the meeting, it was announced that Cleveland will receive a new Safe Haven baby box. You may have heard of this. The box will be from the same company that supplied the box in Hamilton County. This is where a newborn was surrendered last month. According to state law, a mother can surrender a baby legally by leaving it in a safe baby box location. They are temperature controlled and have the technology to immediately alert first responders when a child is placed inside. And also, we'll have more news coming up. There is more news. You can find it at mymix1041.com. Let's get our first check of traffic this morning. Bridget is out. Zandra Welsh is here. Officially, good morning. How are you? How's everything going?
Good morning. I'm great. Things are good so far. You're the first person I've talked to today.
Well,
so far, so good.
It'll all go downhill from here.
Actually, I did talk to Austin. He was the first one.
Fruit Loops was already in here. He was trying to make sure you're all right. Do we know of any traffic problems out there at all?
We do not, but be sure to watch for those school buses that are out on the road. And if you see anything happening, join the Mix Highway Patrol. Give us a call at 614-6499 or send us a text and at the same number. And we'll get it.
You are manning the text machine this morning.
I am. I've got it up. We're ready.
Everybody say good morning, Z. Give her a good morning and a hallelujah and a God bless you. Text Edna Zandra here. She's sitting here waiting on your text now. Go ahead and pledge for the Empty Stocking Fund for her team while
That's
you're
right.
here.
That's right. We'll go ahead and get you down.
423-614-6499. Hey, now I will say, I got to say this, or Debbie will literally kill me, as she's tried many times. Don Ledford is, of course, Don Ledford Traffic. It's Truck Month at Don Ledford Chevrolet, GMC, and Pre-Owned. They have tremendous discounts, factory rebates all month long on trucks. Don Ledford, North Lee Highway, donledford.com, where they say yes. So Zandra, Mickey Clark, Pastor Clark, Crossroads Community Church. They meet at Bradley Central High School, of course, in the Fine Arts Building. This is the third year that he is now the ham man. He said he is more known for giving away honey-baked hams on this station than he is for pastoring his church. Now, he didn't say that. I said that. Anyway, so, Zandra, we're giving away hams for Easter again this year. And, of course, there is no better ham. Really, you know what? Let's just say this. Let's say it this way. A ham should not be called a ham unless it's a honey-baked ham, because there is no other.
Well, now, I agree. But now, I do make a good ham, but I can't tell you about it.
We're
But no, honey baked ham is the only ham.
We are going to have you compete with honey-baked
No,
ham. All right, here's
we're
what.
not. We're not going to compete.
All right, Xander, here's what they need to do. They can call or text in this morning to register to win. If you did this yesterday, you got to do it again. I'm sorry. We do not save your entries. I don't care. And the people here said you got to do it again, whatever. But your Easter ham, courtesy of Crossroads Community Church. Visit crossroadscommunitychurch.com. We got a bunch of Resurrection Sunday activities. Actually, Crossroads has activities all week leading up to Easter. And then we're going to qualify you. You can call or text in 423-614-6499 for Easter from Honey Baked Ham. The hams are bigger this year. Xandra, they're going to feed 10 to 12 this year. Last year it fed one person.
No, it didn't. It did not. Listen, we've got 1 million already.
They're all coming in.
They're
Xandra.
coming in.
We charge them for every text. They don't realize that yet. Donna Lawson. Hey, Donna. Help me, Donna. Help me get her out of my heart now, baby. That's Rhonda. But Donna Lawson won yesterday, so she got a big old honey baked ham.
Oh, wow.
Thanks to Mickey Clark, everybody at Crossroads Community Church. All right, it is 12 after the hour. Time now to talk about our friends at Hardee's. And Xandra, you were telling me the other day you're excited. Hardee's serves breakfast till noon now. And they've got this new chicken cordon bleu sandwich. Have you tried it yet?
I have not.
Okay, you got to.
Okay.
I haven't either, but I'm going to. Here's the deal. It features crispy 100% white meat chicken breast, hand-dipped in buttermilk and lightly breaded, topped with smoked ham, melted Swiss cheese, and honey mustard. Visit Hardee's today. Try that chicken goodness. There's a Hardee's near you. And good morning to the chicken herself, Nicole Morsehead at Hardee's.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
It's our Jeep Celebration event at Crown City JR Cleveland. Shop over 180 Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 0.9% for up to 72 months. Crown City JR, the better way to buy and service.
Save a bundle at Elrod Owens Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Elrod Owens Furniture and Mattress.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Here we go. All these new features. Hey, Fruit Loops, I told you Xandra had not updated the app on her phone.
He's not shocked.
Xandra, you need to go download the new app, and then you need to go home and download the apps on your TV.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got TV apps now.
Okay, I'll leave right now, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, and by the way, we wouldn't notice. All right, it is 17 after the hour.
Whenever you see the big box chains that sell mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Mermaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner, where more of your dollars will stay local.
All right, today, look for a few sprinkles. I can't even talk. Sprinkles possibly early this morning with clouds that will give way to afternoon sunshine. So it's going to be a pretty day with a high of 66. Tonight we have clear skies with a low of 42 degrees. And tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 71. So this is Doppler Debbie reporting live on top of the hill.
Well, I got to give you a new one. Hey, is that temperature right? It's... Oh, Lord. Milligan
well, wait,
Vane.
I've got to tell you, it's the Milligan Vane temperature. Currently stands at 61 degrees.
See, we added We added that new line. And then Fruit Loops, take a look at the radar. What's going on?
It's essential.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. That's on her paper, too.
It is. I see it. It's down here now. As we take a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar, we have a few showers in the southeast Tennessee area. We've got it now.
We got some coming in, too, it looks like.
We do.
Is that? Hey, how old is this radar picture? Is this from last year? How old is it?
This is current, and they're moving out.
Okay, good. I wish you would. All right, it's 19 after 7. Happy Easter, by the way.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PH.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
Spring has sprung, and that means the Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh is back. Each week, we're cracking open the Mix 1041 prize vault, and we'll give away amazing prizes to help with your home refresh. We'll also be giving away a Spring Home Refresh grand prize pack worth thousands of dollars. The Spring Home Refresh is presented by Cleveland Insurance. ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Your time matters, and at Direct Primary Care Associates, we know that.
Listen to Shawn as she explains how we've helped her.
Being a working mom, owning my own business and having children, direct primary care is so much more convenient for me because I can just pick up my phone, shoot a message to my doctor, tell him what's going on, and he can give me an answer right then. If I need to go in, I know it's going to be a quick visit. I go in and then I'm out. I don't have time to drive to the doctor, sit for an hour in a waiting room, and then sit for even longer waiting on the doctor to come in while my child is destroying the office. So my time, I feel like, is worth as much as the doctor's time. And with direct primary care, I'm treated that way.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
All right, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. Right now, we are joined by our friends from Cleveland City Schools. It's time to talk to the Champion School of the Month. And this month, it is Mayfield Elementary. We have Dr. Jessica Bigham in the studio with us. Dr. Bigham, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing today?
We are doing great. So give us an update. What's going on there at Mayfield Elementary?
Well, I want to start and just remind everybody that Mayfield is the best school on earth. Please come visit us. We're very cheerful and excited to see people. But right now we're at that end of the year, a treasure full of activities going on. We're getting ready for kindergarten graduation, 5th grade graduation. Of course, TCAP testing time is coming up. But just a lot of really fun things like field day and end of the year talent show. So it's a really fun time right now.
It is. Yeah. Elementary schools are just full of busy times this time of the year, especially. What are some of the things you're most proud of there at Mayfield Elementary?
So when I came in as principal this year, we had just 2 main focuses, and that was academic press and pastoral care for kids. So those are the 2 things that we've been trying to keep our eye on all year. And right now I am so proud of the academic gains that our kids are making at Mayfield. Never seen anything like it. The data is just skyrocketing right now. We've been very intentional with our academic programming and trying to make school fun. I'm just excited that kids like to come to school and they have fun and they're learning. It's amazing.
That is wonderful. Well, congratulations on being the Cleveland City Schools Champion School of the Month there at Mayfield Elementary. I know there's a special student that you'd like to spotlight as well.
I would love to. Thank you for that opportunity. We have a 5th grader. Her name is Arleth Pacheco, and she has been with us since kindergarten. So all 6 years as a Mayfield Eagle. Sorry, I can't talk. Mayfield Eagle. But anyways, she is brilliant. She is sweet. She is kind. She's one of our ESL students, and she has just an amazing rapport with people. When we've had community members or partners come in, she's led tours of our building for us. She's partnered with kindergarten teachers to help in their classroom. She's in Beta Club, all the things. She's just such a, I don't know, like a little powerhouse of a woman, and she's amazing. And I'm glad that she came from Mayfield.
That's great. Well, thanks for telling us about her. And Dr. Bigham, I know, great students there at your school and also a wonderful staff as well.
Yeah, we have the best staff on earth. I'm telling you, come by Mayfield, people. If you haven't been there in a while, you're going to love it. Come check us out.
All right, that's Dr. Jessica Bigham from Mayfield Elementary, the Champion School of the Month for Cleveland City Schools. Dr. Bigham, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for the invite. This was fun. I appreciate it.
Bridget, so I guess it's fair to say that was pre-recorded.
Well, yeah, no. Bridget, she came in and did that real quick.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. That's a Bridget special right there. All right, Zandra, let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
All right. Happy birthday today to Bennett Susong. He is 5 years old. He attends Black Fox Pre-K, and he is loved by his Grammy very, very much. Kit Carson is turning 24 today, and Amy Wilhorst, your lovely sister-in-law, and she works at Truist Bank, right?
I'm texting her right now.
And, well, today's her birthday, so be nice.
Is it?
Can you be nice?
Well, which one's her number?
I love it.
I got like 3 numbers for her. Amy, how many times you change your number? Hang on. Go ahead.
All
whatever
right.
You're doing.
So Eli Bolin turned 17 years old today, and that's from his dad, Ken. Madden Snyder is also having a birthday, and he's a student at UTK. He's going to be 22. Actually, he is 22 because today's his birthday.
Wow.
And Doressa, or I hope I'm saying that right, Weissman, is also having a birthday today. So get your birthdays and anniversaries into us.
Happy birthday, exclamation point. Don't say I didn't get you anything.
That's right. And you can go to mymix1041.com or text us at 614-6499. And this is the Simmons Bank celebration list.
Well, you did that so well.
Better,
All right.
I'm starting to talk now.
So I think you said Gail Walker texted in wanting a ham. Is that right?
She did. And you know, she was talking about my lovely ones, too. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Gail. You're sweet.
Hey, we are qualifying for the Easter hymns. Courtesy of Crossroads Community Church. We've been doing this the last few years. Mickey Clark, thank you very much. At Crossroads, they help us so much with the Empty Stocking Fund every year and some other things. CrossroadsCommunityChurch.com. We're going to welcome more pastors in this morning. Our buddy Edwin Lipsey is coming in this morning from South Cleveland Church of God. Hey, here in just a few minutes, Mike Keith will join us. Voice of the Vols, going to talk about the Nico situation, among other items, with UT. The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. We have learned that Walker Valley High School principal, Dr. Candace Belt, announced to her staff yesterday that she will be leaving her position at the end of the school year. And no word yet on the search process for her replacement. We're going to continue to follow this story. Again, she called a faculty meeting yesterday and told the faculty and the staff that she is leaving her position as principal of Walker Valley High School at the end of the school year. Also in the news, we told you yesterday about that small plane crash that happened Friday afternoon in Polk County. And now the victims have been identified. It was an MTSU student-athlete, Carter Manath. It wasn't him, it was his family, his father and grandparents, who were killed in Polk County. Appreciate Polk County Sheriff Steve Ross, his comments on that. Talked about that wooded area that's just so hard to navigate there. We have more news. It's all on our website, mymix1041.com. This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Roadhouse!
Don Ledford Traffic. Don Ledford, where it's truck month. Don Ledford Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned. Tremendous discounts and savings at Don Ledford, North Lee Highway, donledford.com, or Zandra will give you Debbie's home address. You can just go by and whatever. All right, what's up?
All right now we have nothing to report out there other than school buses are on the road. The little kids are standing waiting on the school bus, so be cautious when you're driving. But if you see anything happening, give us a call at 614-6499. Send us a text or mymix1041.com and join the Mix Highway Patrol.
He's just giving every single number
Every single
and contact
way
we
to
have.
give
All
us.
right,
I'm going to give some people's numbers right here, too. They
Let's
can
do
call
it.
them.
All right, Voice of the Vols, Mike Keith is coming up. Got to talk to him about the Nico situation and all of that sort of thing. UT did his first game as the new voice of the Vols. Was the orange and white game last Saturday. So we'll talk to Mike Keith coming up next.
Struggling to find the right nuts and bolts? Stop search. Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
You get an email and it looks urgent. Your account's been locked. There's a problem with your delivery. And it looks real, but be careful because it could be a phishing scam. Phishing emails are designed to trick you into clicking bad links or sharing personal information. Here's how to spot one. Check the sender's email address closely. Scammers often use lookalikes. Watch for poor grammar, strange formatting, and suspicious links. If you hover over a link and it doesn't match the company's real website, don't click. And remember, real companies will never ask for passwords or social security numbers over email. When in doubt, contact the company directly using the information on their official site. Stay safe, stay secure. This is your Tech Minute brought to you by Cleveland Utilities.
This Tech Minute brought to you by Cleveland Utilities. For more information, call 423-472-4521 or visit them online at clevelandutilities.com and check out their new fiber internet options with speeds up to 2.5 gigs. Cleveland Utilities, empowering your tomorrow with blazing fast internet.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Talk with the voice of the Vols, Mike Keith, in just a moment. Mermaid Mattress, Roger Pickett.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Xander, before the weather, you just told me there's a traffic issue out there, a little traffic and weather together.
All right. We do have a single vehicle crash on 64 Highway eastbound and Durkee Road. So if you're headed that way, just be cautious, and I'm sure the emergency vehicles are already there.
All right, be careful out that way. Where is that again? APD 40 at...
64 Highway eastbound and Durkee Road.
Highway 64 at Durkee right there. All right. Now, our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. What do you got?
All right. We've got a few sprinkles possibly early this morning with clouds that are going to give way to afternoon sunshine with a high of 66. Tonight, we have clear skies and a low of 42. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with high of 71 degrees. Your current Milligan Vane temperature stands at 61 degrees. And as we take a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar, we have a few showers in the southeast Tennessee area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Well, good morning to the new voice of the Vols, Mike Keith. Mike, I'm sorry we're late getting you on because nobody told me you're on hold.
My fault.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I've been listening, learning. I know about the traffic and the weather, and so I'm good. I was driving through there Sunday and got stuck in traffic just before Cleveland, so I know what it's like. It's a very valuable resource to know these things.
Well, Bridget's out. Of course, Kessling, as I told you last time, thought her name was Brittany for all the years that he was here and she was here. And so Zandra's out, and Mike Keith. This is Zandra Welsh. She's sitting in for Bridget.
Welcome.
Well, it's nice. It's nice to have, I miss Brittany, but it's nice to have you on.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Is this whole Nico thing is it a moment in time, a line in the sand, do you think, as some people are saying in college athletics?
I think it's too early to tell, Steve, but I do think it's a significant moment, much like when Tennessee ended up with Iamaleava back in high school. It was a significant moment for NIL because that was one of the first times that NIL had been prominent in a recruitment, and Tennessee obviously did a very good job with that. And so now it's ironic that sort of this next step also involves Tennessee and also involves Nico Iamaleava. Where does it go from here? I don't know. We still don't have a lot of guardrails in college athletics with NIL. So I don't think it's something that you're going to say, okay, from now on it will be like X, or from now on it will be like Y, or from now on it will be like Z. But I do think the significance of the moment that was coming was there was going to have to be a school at a certain point just say no. And that has happened. You know, that's exactly what happened with the Tennessee situation. Was it, you know, some people are saying he was a holdout. I don't think we know that. I mean, he may have been leaving all along, so we don't know that for sure, Steve. But what we do know is Tennessee said no. And it's the first time that a big-name player, being a quarterback, had somebody say no. So, I mean, we'll see what comes next. But, you know, Tennessee fans wish it wasn't them. You know, you kind of wish someone else were dealing with this issue. But at the same time, I think Tennessee fans that I talk with are very proud of Josh Heupel for saying nobody is bigger than the power T.
That's where I was going next, because we're joined by Mike Keith, voice of the Vols. That is the conversation that I've heard ever since Friday night, Saturday morning, is that, I mean, or well, I guess after the orange and white game when Coach Heupel made those comments. I mean, those are being played and replayed all over the place around this state and around, especially around here. And he really, I mean, I think he spoke for Vol fans in a lot of ways, didn't he?
I think he did, but I think what's more important about, again, what I think is more important than just about the moment or about Iamaleava or about NIL is I think he's talking about where his program is right now. And this is year 5 for Josh Heupel. Josh Heupel is a good football coach. He's got more good football players on this team than he's ever had. Now, a bunch of them are young, Steve. A bunch of them are out of the last couple recruiting classes. So, I mean, there is growth that will have to be done, but he's building something here for the long term. And no matter what the immediate impact of this situation ends up being, and again, we don't know what that's going to be, but what we do know is he's setting a culture for 115 guys. And I think in establishing this, with quarterback position, it was so big. If this had been a tight end or a defensive end who had chosen not to practice on Friday, that would have been one thing. You know, that would have been a deal, but this is your quarterback. This is the guy you expect to be the face of your franchise. And at the moment that you allow something to fester in this area, it can affect all 115 men, unlike the defensive end or the tight end. Mm-hmm. And so I think Josh, in making this, it wasn't just about Nico. It wasn't just about the money. It wasn't just about NIL. It's about saying, Tennessee's got something going positive here. We're going to keep going forward. We're trying to build. We like who we've got, and we're going to keep moving. And so it's not just a statement about 2025. It's a statement about the next 2 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and keeping this thing going the way he's trying to keep it going.
Mike Keith, voice of the Vols. Let's talk about what you saw. First of all, we carried the orange and white game on our ESPN station, and I heard you, and Buddy, you did a great job. I know.
Thank you.
I know. It had to be thrilling for you. You're following, of course, people like John Ward, and then of course Kessling, and now you, and people are so enthusiastic and so happy that you're doing this. So that was great. But then, hey, first of all, you've got a new partner, by the way, since you and I talked. Ramon Foster, is that right?
Yes, Ramon Foster going to be doing the games with me. I thought he did a wonderful job on Saturday. I was really proud of him.
He did, yeah.
It was obviously, first of all, thanks for the kind words, and thanks for carrying the broadcast. It was unusual, because we knew coming in that they would probably scrimmage less than what they had originally. Like, they start on Monday of game week, and you're thinking, okay, it's going to be 50 plays. Well, then 2 slot receivers and 2 linebackers get hurt, and now all of a sudden they don't have enough guys at those spots, and so you're down to 25 plays. So we had set the broadcast that it was probably going to be more commentary, more talk showy than it was play-by-play. And I was very proud of Ramon Foster and Jason Swain and Brent Hubbs for the job that they did. I hope Tennessee fans felt like they heard 4 guys who love Vol football talking Vol football and giving them a good update on the entire team through the spring. The other part of it, too, is obviously the Iamaleava story is so huge. And, right off the bat on the broadcast, Brent Hubbs interviewed the head coach, Josh Heupel, and Josh Heupel made it clear about what was going on. And so, he confirmed the reports, and that made the broadcast a bit unusual because you don't usually talk about your starting quarterback being gone hours before the orange and white game.
Mike Keith, really just looking forward to this era of the Vol Network, and you and Ramon and Brent and Jason. And do I still have to deal with Glenn Thaxton? He's really a problem, quite frankly.
We know. Yeah, we're keenly aware of that.
I love Thaxton.
If not Glenn Thaxton, we would bring in another problem for you. So. So we'll probably just stick with Glenn Thaxton. He's a pretty good man.
He's a pretty good guy. Hey, Mike, last thing. So, yeah, back to the situation, Nico. I guess we're all just going to be very interested. Portal opens tomorrow, so it was supposed to not be a big deal, the spring portal. So everybody's going to be watching at this point what happens with them, I guess.
Sure. I mean, and Steve, we're Tennessee.
That's right.
People want to be at Tennessee.
That's right.
People want to put on the helmet with the power tee. People want to wear the orange. People want to run through the tee in Neyland Stadium. People want to play for Tennessee. Right. And there are going to be people who want to play for Tennessee. And so the people who don't want to play for Tennessee, well, that's their choice. We live in a free country. So you move on and you worry about who you've got, not who you don't. Mm-hmm. That sounds like coach speak, but that's realistically what Josh Heupel has to do. Mm-hmm. And then you find the people who are most interested in being Tennessee's quarterback. And you stop and you think about that for a second. I mean, that's a powerful thing because you think through the years about all the people who have done that, including a guy from not too far from your neck of the woods in Dayton, Tennessee, Andy Kelly. Mm-hmm. You're Tennessee's quarterback your whole life. Right. Heath Schuler, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Dewey Warren, Jimmy Streeter, Condrich Holloway, Casey Clausen. I mean, let's talk about Hendon Hooker and let's talk about Joshua Dobbs. And I mean, I can keep going, but the point being is this is something you get a chance to wear your whole life, and it's an honor. And the other part of it too is it's something special because every time you walk in a room, doors are going to be open for you because you played quarterback at the University of Tennessee. And so for somebody, it's an incredible potential opportunity. Now, we got 2 young men on our campus right now, Jake Merklinger and George McIntyre. They may be the guy. Whomever comes in here, one of those 2 guys may beat them out. Mm-hmm. The only thing we know is we need the best guy behind center when we play on August 30th against Syracuse in Atlanta because Tennessee's going to expect to go win. For whatever we're talking about right now, we understand when August 30th comes, Tennessee fans are going to expect to win, and they should.
Yep. Mike Keith, the voice of the Tennessee Vols. Mike, I really appreciate the time. I know you're very busy. I really appreciate it very much.
My pleasure, Steve. Thanks for having me on, and please tell Brittany I hope everything's okay. Hope she's doing well.
Well, she's on that 12-step program. She gets stuck at like number 3, so she's back in rehab. So we're trying to get her out of there.
Good to be with you, Steve. Thanks for having me on.
He's going to back out of that as quick as he possibly can. All right, a quick check of sports right here. The CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Sports sponsored in part by the Town Squire. It's spring at the Town Squire. People are Johnny O, Vineyard Vine, Southern Tide. Great colors, great selection, great prices. Great specials across the store. Find the best selection ever at the Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland. All right, Mix 104.1 Sports. Braves got a road win in Toronto last night, beat the Blue Jays 8-4. Braves at the Jays tonight at 7 right back here. Mix 104.1 for the game. Pre-game to post-game, the whole thing on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. The WNBA draft last night. Paige Buchers, of course, very expectedly picked number 1 by the Dallas Wings. She, of course, led UConn to the women's championship recently. NBA playoffs kind of begin tonight. Play-in round, single elimination. The 7-8 game tonight, games, plural tonight. Hawks and Magic, 7:30 on TNT. Winner is in the playoffs. Loser has to play again. Grizzlies, Warriors at 10 o'clock TNT. The Tennessee Sports Writers Association All-State Wrestling Team has been announced. On the boys' side from Cleveland High School, Jose Cordero, Chase Walker, Colt Moggan, Zach Boskin, Kellen Sanders, Gary High, Joshua Pulley, Cy Fowler, Rock Charette, Gabe Moore, and Tyson Russell. For Bradley, Kyle Hogg and Wiley Suskowitz. And on the girls' side, wrestling, Bradley's Miley Goodwin and Natalie Shane, Cleveland's Senna Grassman, Adriana Perkins, Caroline Hilton, Piper Fowler, and Madeline Zunin. All right, that is sports. The CHI Memorial Sports Desk coming up. We'll get a check of news, plus Pastor Edwin Lipsey of South Cleveland Church of God is coming up.
Feeling like your home needs a... Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 104.1 app.
Up next, stand by, Mix 104.1, mixtv.tv.
You're insecure.
Okay, so that's how
Dad, I know how to do this. You taught me when I was 7.
Oh, what am I doing, matt-splaining to you again?
Yes, but you're passionate about making mattresses. I can relate.
Aw, hashtag proud dad moment.
All our Mermaid brand mattresses are born local, made right here in beautiful East Tennessee.
And right now, you can save an additional 10% off any premium Mermaid mattress. And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand-delivered.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
My name is Mark Road Truck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
And you blew it.
I know.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson.
Call Logan Thompson. We get results.
Call Logan Thompson.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Are you looking for a little life-sized adventure? Then come ride with us at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and experience train travel straight from the golden age of railroading. Track us down at tvrail.com or call 423-894-8028.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, topping our news this morning, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv has learned that Walker Valley High School principal Dr. Candace Belt told her staff yesterday that she will be leaving her position of principal of Walker Valley High School at the end of the school year. There's no word yet on the search process for her replacement. We're going to continue to monitor this story. Again, Dr. Candace Belt, in a specially called faculty meeting, told her faculty and staff that she is leaving her position at the end of the school year. We'll have more on the story as more details become available. We told you yesterday about the small plane crash in Polk County on Friday that killed 3 people. Now we know that it was an MTSU student-athlete, Carter Maneth. It was it was his father and his grandparents that died in the plane crash in Polk County. Bradley County Commission honored the Bradley Central High School girls basketball team yesterday for their 3rd consecutive state championship. Somehow, Sandra, you're taking credit for this. Were you a basketball cheerleader or football?
Basketball.
You were basketball.
I was one of the it was like the second year that they
had a team. What, 1932?
No, that they separated them. Used to, there was only one squad.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Kamara Fields, it was Kamara Fields Day yesterday, declared by County Mayor Davis. And I love this. Listen to this. Mayor Davis made Jason Reuter Day today. Now, we know that is April 15th, one of the worst days of the year. It's tax day. That is so appropriate for him.
Well, at least it's
Well,
not
he's
April
so mean
Fools.
to me. And of course, I was interviewing him at Rotary Club about a year ago. He told everybody I was redundant. So, yeah, guess what, Reuter? Tax day's all yours, buddy. You and I'll say also today, no kidding, today Abraham Lincoln was shot and killed. The Titanic crashed. It's tax day, and it's Jason Reuter Day. That's very appropriate. Anyway, congratulations, Coach. Big news from the Cleveland City Council yesterday, getting that at the top of the hour. All right, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's up?
All right. Happy birthday to Bennett Susong, who is turning 5. He attends Black Fox Pre-K, and he is so loved by his Grammy very, very much. Kit Carson is celebrating her birthday today. She's 24. And Eli Boland turns 17 years old today, and that's from his dad, Ken.
I saw Eli and Ken at Ace Hardware this past Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Ken's still there, as a matter of fact, talking.
Madden Snyder turns 22 years old today, and he's a student at UTK. Doressa Wiseman is also celebrating her birthday today, and Amy Wilhort, Steve's lovely sister-in-law,
Who's just
is
texted me.
celebrating her birthday today, and she works at Truist Bank. So,
well, hang on. She's just texted me. She's apparently listening. She says, worst day of the year? Amy, it's tax day. I'm not talking. Calm down. We're not talking about your birthday.
but it is her birthday, too.
It is her birthday, yes. And a lot of birthdays.
So submit your birthdays to the Simmons Bank celebration list. You can do this online at mymix1041.com or text us at 614-6499.
All right, let's go to our Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update. Don Ledford in Cleveland, North Lee Highway, where it's Truck Month. Zandra is in for Bridget. What's up?
All right, so that single vehicle accident that we told you about has been cleared up, so you should have no problems getting through on 64 and Durkee Road. But if you see anything else out there happening, just give us a call and join the Mixed Highway Patrol, 614-6499.
All right, coming up, we'll have Pastor Edwin Lipsey of South Cleveland Church of God up next.
Are you noticing cracks in your foundation?
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
The South Cleveland Church of God and Zandra, I have called him for years, and I'll continue, the fittest pastor in the history of Cleveland, Tennessee.
Unfortunately, that's not saying a whole lot. We preachers sometimes are unfit, but I think we're doing better.
You're doing good. Pastor, so good to see you. How are you, and how's everything at South Cleveland?
I'm doing fantastic. Things are wonderful at South Cleveland. We're looking forward to a great Holy Week here of Easter and a tremendous Sunday, and we thank you for the opportunity to come and just speak to your viewers for a few moments.
I was having someone asked me the other day. They were asking me. They gave me the time period that you were on Mix on Sunday, and they said, "Now who was that?" And I said, "Well, that's Pastor Lipsey." And they said, "I'm going to go visit that church."
Hey, that makes me feel good.
And it was good. No, so let's talk about this week at South Cleveland and what's going to be happening.
We have a tremendous week planned. You know, so many times I think we rush to next Sunday because we're people of the resurrection. And obviously it's the greatest event that ever took place in the history of the earth. And the scripture says, if there be no resurrection, we're of all men most miserable. And so we rush through this week in preparation of Sunday, and we're preparing for Sunday, believing God for a great day at South Cleveland. But the events of the week of the Passion of Christ really began last Sunday when he made that triumphant entry into Jerusalem. And you can't have an empty tomb unless you first have an occupied cross. And when we skip past the week of Passion and the suffering of Christ with an effort to get to next Sunday, I believe that we cause people to misunderstand the price that was paid. We so often say that salvation is free. And no doubt it's free. It couldn't be bought with a football field filled with gold and silver. But sometimes people mistakenly interchange that word free with the word cheap. And because we promote salvation as free, people think it was cheap. And while it's free, there was nothing cheap about it. A price was paid, a ransom was met, a debt was satisfied. And so we're trying this week at South to make people very aware that it's not just about Sunday, that everything that took place during the course of the week had to take place. He had to go to that garden in isolation. And his disciples fell asleep and couldn't watch and pray with him for an hour. His isolation had to be so deep in that garden that the scripture says his sweat became, as it were, great drops of blood. It was necessary for him to be betrayed by the kiss of Judas. It was necessary for him to be taken off into the night by a Roman guard. It was necessary for him to stand before Pilate and remain silent. It was necessary for him to go to to the praetorium where he would be scourged, where his beard would be plucked, where Roman games would be played as they mocked him and ridiculed him. It was necessary for him to be tied to that whipping post where he would be beat with a cat of nine tails to the point that he was no longer recognizable as a human. It was necessary for him to go down the Via Dolorosa. It was necessary for the weight of the cross. I just slipped into a Sunday school class at South on Sunday, and one of my good deacons, Frank Lear, was teaching. And they were talking about the weight of the cross. And it was necessary for the weight of Calvary's cross to be placed upon him, that he would fall under the load. And the cross was heavy because it was wood. It was heavy because it was burdensome. It was heavy because it was rugged timber. But the cross was more heavy because it had your guilt on it. And it had my shame on it. And it had our failures on it. And when he fell under the weight of Calvary's cross, his isolation was so severe that a stranger had to be called, Simon of Cyrene, because all of his friends had forsaken him at the flash of a Roman sword. So the passion of the Christ, that crossbeam was laid on the ground and nails were driven in his feet and hands. His side was riven. A crown of thorns was placed on his head. And when we rush past the crucifixion to get to the resurrection, we do an injustice. So we're trying to do several things at South. On Thursday night, we're gonna be old school at South Cleveland. I've been a pastor. My wife turned 20 on March 24th, 1994. And 2 weeks later, we planted our first church. She was 2 weeks removed from being a teenage pastor. And so I've been a pastor my whole adult life. And I don't believe that I've ever done this before in 34 years of pastoring, but we're going to go old school. And we're going to have a foot washing service. Dr. John Christopher Thomas is the leading theologian of the Church of God, and he refers to foot washing waters as a continuation of baptismal waters, just reminding us that as we walk through this old dusty, dirty, sin-sick world, sometimes we allow results of this world to get on us. And it's necessary for us to come for that continual cleansing. So on Thursday night at 6 o'clock in our ministry center, which would be the night that Jesus met with the disciples in the upper room, broke bread with them, announced that he was going to be betrayed, and then he washed his disciples' feet. And the scripture says, having washed all of them, that means he washed the feet of Peter, who was about to 3 times deny him. That means he washed the feet of Judas, who had already taken a bribe. When he'd washed all of their feet, doubting Thomas, when he'd washed all of their feet, he said, I've given you an example. As I've done to you, you should do to others. So Thursday night we'll meet, we'll take Holy Communion, we'll have a foot washing service praying for the needs of people's lives. If you have never been involved in a foot washing service, come be with us at South. It's a moving experience that will change your life. And then on Friday, every year for the last 4 or 5 years here in Cleveland, our church has had a cross-carrying event where we get together all the way up and down the main street of Cleveland. We'll carry the cross from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, just reminding people that you can't have Easter without Good Friday. I would venture to say, I've never studied this out to prove it, but I would venture to say if you stood in front of Walmart on Friday and asked the average person coming in, what is Good Friday about? Very few people would point to the cross event. We have failed to keep the cross event as the core event of the gospel in the church world. And people need to hear about the cross. So on Good Friday, we'll be walking up and down Northley Highway, Southley Highway, turning around at Bradley Central High School, and reminding people that on the Friday before Easter, Christ paid a debt that he did not owe because we owed a debt that we could not pay. We'll do that all day. And then at 5:30, we will gather at Greenway Park or Raider Park, and we'll have a communion service, open air communion, open air worship, just reminding people that a price was paid. And then that'll move us into obviously the greatest day on the Christian's calendar, Sunday morning. Going to have 2 different services at Easter. Going to do something else I've never done in 35 years of pastoring. I've always wanted to have a sunrise Easter service, and I've never done it. I don't know if you're aware, but I've bought a little farm, and so I've become a farming preacher over the last 2 years.
Wow, I didn't know it.
And about 36 acres out behind the Cleveland Quarry, and we're building a wedding pavilion there that's just got a majestic view of the mountains. There's no prettier view of the mountains in Cleveland, Tennessee than that wedding venue is going to have. It's not finished yet. My first wedding isn't till the last week of June. It'll be finished about the first week of June. But we're going to go ahead and have a sunrise service under that pavilion. Wow. You'll watch the
she
sunrise.
She directs a lot of weddings, so she'll be. I'm sure she'll be out there.
We love that. So we invite anyone that would like to come. If you're not a normal, everyday church-going person, and you get nervous in crowds and don't want to be inside the walls, come be at the mountains with us. It's at Hope Hills. You can contact the church. We'll tell you how to get there. It's right off of Hughes Road. Church service is going to start at 7:30. Going to be a 30-minute service, 7:30 to 8. Communion, some Easter worship. Going to be a special time. We're looking for several hundred people to gather on that hill. And then we're looking for over 1,000 people to be with us at 10:30 at South Cleveland Church of God. If you're not actively attending a church that's ministering to your needs, come be with us. Let it change your life. It's a great community of faith that'll absolutely make a difference in your life.
Pastor, give us the website for people to get more information.
southcleveland.org. And then you can go to our Facebook page, and it's a tremendous place to get connected. The church is growing. Tremendous things are happening, ministry taking place, and we'd love for you to come be a part of it. I'm going to just share with you something I preached on Sunday for your listeners today that really caught my attention in a strong way, and I'd never preached it before, but I read from the triumphant entry of Jesus as we talked about Palm Sunday on Sunday morning, and as Jesus came into the city, and you all know the story, they took their coats off, they waved palm branches, they began to cry, "Blessed is he who comes in the Lord." But I caught a phrase in the declaration of the people that I had never seen before. It said, "Peace in the heavens." So they said, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, peace in the heavens." If there's anything that people seem to be missing in this fast-paced world, and not just secular people, church people, people of faith, it seems that we are missing peace in this day. Our lives are busy. They are filled with panic. They are filled with pressure. Luke, the physician, in the 2nd chapter of Luke, when he begins to talk about the nativity, he records the words of angels when they said, "Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, and goodwill towards men." That's Luke chapter 2. 17 chapters later, as Jesus is entering Jerusalem, Luke employs the word peace again, but there's a sudden shift that takes place. In the 2nd chapter of Luke, it's the angels, and they're declaring peace on earth. In Luke 19, it's no longer the angels, it's the people. And they're not declaring peace on earth, they're saying peace in the heavens. And I begin to think about that. When Jesus came to the earth 2,000 plus years ago, peace was announced to the earth because Christ was coming. As Christ entered into Jerusalem, getting ready to go to the cross and then return to the splendors of heaven, peace is announced in the heavens. Wherever he goes, Steve, he takes peace with him. So my prayer for your listeners today is that the peace of Easter, which surpasses all understanding, would guard their minds, their hearts, and their souls, and that they would come closer to him, to his peace, to his provision, to his power, to his purpose than they've ever known during this Easter season.
Amen. Pastor Edwin Lipsey, one of our favorites, South Cleveland Church of God. Pastor, happy Easter. God bless you. God bless your congregation.
God bless you.
Thank you. We're going to get into the news right here. It is coming up on 10 minutes after 8 a.m. We've got quite a bit happening coming up. Stand by.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. A federal judge in Maryland is expected to press the Justice Department on the deportation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the president of El Salvador, saying he would not return the man to the U.S. in an Oval Office meeting with President Trump yesterday.
I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
While the U.S. government says it doesn't have the power either.
In its latest filing, the government suggests it might not be able to bring Abrego Garcia back. The Department of Homeland Security saying it does not have the authority to forcibly extract an alien from the domestic custody of a foreign sovereign nation.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. Jury selection gets underway today in Harvey Weinstein's retrial. He was convicted of rape and sentenced to 23 years 5 years ago, but it was overturned by New York's Court of Appeals due to prejudicial testimony and improper rulings. America is listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. 12 minutes after 8. Good morning. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And our top story this morning, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv has learned that Walker Valley High School principal Dr. Candace Belt announced to her staff yesterday that she will be leaving her position at the end of the school year. And there's no word yet on the search process for her replacement. We are going to continue to follow this story. We told you yesterday about the small plane crash that happened in Polk County on Friday afternoon. 3 people killed in that crash, and they've now been identified as the father and grandparents of an MTSU student-athlete, Carter Manath. The family was on their way to an intercollegiate tournament at the time of the crash, and air traffic control at McGee-Tyson in Alcoa reported the plane missing at around 2:23 p.m. Friday afternoon. Emergency crews located the wreckage at nearly 5 o'clock in a wooded area near Tellico Reliance Road in the Cherokee National Forest. All 3 occupants were found deceased. Sheriff Steve Ross of Polk County Sheriff Steve Ross talked about the wooded area there and just how dense that is and hard to find. Cleveland City Council met on Monday. During the meeting, it was announced that Cleveland will receive a new Safe Haven baby box. The box will be from the same company that supplied the box in Hamilton County, where a newborn was surrendered last month. According to state law, a mother can surrender a baby legally by leaving it in a baby box location. The boxes are temperature controlled, have the technology to immediately alert first responders when a child is placed inside. Also at the City Council meeting, Lisa Lovelace, CEO of Bradley Medical Center, presented updates to the council on a new partnership with Siskin Hospital. Also, the addition of 10 ER beds to reduce wait times and plans for a new women's center across from Bradley Medical Center. And much more yesterday from the City Council. You can go back and watch the meeting at MixTV.tv. Bradley County Commission honored the Bradley Central High School girls basketball team. Also, Kamara Fields, Miss Tennessee basketball. Yesterday, April 14th, declared Kamara Fields Day in Bradley County. And today, Zandra, tax day, is Jason Reuter Day, according to Mayor Davis.
Congratulations.
Could not be more perfect for the man who dared to call me redundant in the Cleveland Rotary Club meeting about a year ago. And he deserves it. He deserves tax day to be his day.
Couldn't be a more
Congratulations, Coach. All the news at mymix1041.com. Speaking of redundant, Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777. You're back on. Traffic.
All right.
You're Xander's in for Bridget.
That's right. And right now we have no accidents to report. Everybody should be in school by now, surely. And the accident that was on 64 Highway that we talked about earlier has been cleared up. So you are free to go eastbound on 64. If you see anything out there happening, join the Mixed Highway Patrol and give us a call, 614-6499.
All right, and it's the Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic. Truck Month at Don Ledford on for Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned. Big discounts, factory rebates all month long at Don Ledford, North Lee Highway, Cleveland, and donledford.com, where they say yes. Coming up next, we're going to be joined by our friend, Dr. Shawn Jones. And we'll talk to him about some new things they've got happening up next at 8:16 as we say, good morning.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Tennessee West.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
Morning clouds will give way to a beautiful afternoon sunshine with a high of 66 degrees. Tonight, clear skies and low of 42. Tomorrow, we have mostly sunny skies with a high of 71. All of a sudden, I forgot what was going to be mostly sunny. Your current Milligan Vane temperature stands at 61 degrees. And as we take a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar, we have a few showers in the southeast Tennessee area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
We are pleased to be joined by Dr. Shawn Jones. Dr. Jones, who, of course, graduated cum laude from Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa. I have been to Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, it's awesome. Great food.
Great. Yes, it is, actually. I had some family there. He opened his practice in 1987 in Chattanooga. 39 years of practice experience, 2 locations, Chattanooga, East Brainerd Road, and Cleveland, North Ocoee, right there next to the SCCOG gas station, corner of 30th Street. And Dr. Jones, I'm going to let you talk more about this, but you've got a new book, and it's called Going, Gone. Neuropathy, I can't even say it. Neuropathy can be healed forever.
Yeah, it's an international best-selling book on Amazon, and I basically explain our neuropathy program. So I wrote the book because I got something in the mail that said, hey, why don't you just sign your name on my book, pay me? And I said, well, it's not going to be right. You got to do it correctly. So this explains our program. We're always updating our program, and we use the latest equipment. So we have a 98% success rate at reversing neuropathy to some degree. 100% of the time we can stop it from progressing. And neuropathy is you get the burning, tingling, numbness, pain, and eventually you start having falls because you lose your proprioception, your ability to feel and know where your arms and feet are in space. So sometimes it hits the hands, sometimes the feet, sometimes both. Lately, a lot of our patients had it in both areas. And so it takes about 90 to 120 days to turn neuropathy around. We see them intensively, and they also do home treatment if they need it, if it's bad enough. If it's not bad enough, we can treat them in office only and get it taken care of. And it's a lot of fun, very rewarding seeing people get well, because what ends up happening is it ends up in amputation. In fact, this shows you some before and afters of people with neuropathy. You can see the toes. We weren't sure we could save it. We did. But using some of the tools like laser and shockwave therapy and things. And so, not everybody has a dark feet like that, but a lot of them do. Or the problem is they get a cut and they don't know it's infected, and then it can lead to gangrene and lead to amputation eventually. So we want to keep people out of wheelchairs and keep them mobile, and that's what we do with neuropathy. And fasciitis is the same thing without sensory loss. You just have a lot of pain, but no sensory loss. So they're kind of sisters.
I never knew that.
But it's the same treatment for both, really. It's just not as hard to do fasciitis as it is neuropathy.
So like plantar fasciitis, right?
Yeah, plantar fasciitis. So that's we specialize in neuropathy, but joint pain and everything else too that we like to do.
We're joined by Dr. Shawn Jones, and of course you've probably seen Dr. Jones for years. So non-surgical, non-drug orthopedics. Tell me what that means.
Yeah, so what we're actually a clinic that looks at joint pain and what's the cause of the joint pain. Instead of treating the symptom, like giving you opioids, which are addictive, or doing joint surgery, we try to avoid that. There's some great surgeons around. In fact, they want to replace both my wife's knees, and they want to replace my left knee. I tore both meniscus a week apart. Right one healed, the left one never did. And so I hobbled around for a year, and I said, I can't take 3 months off work. I'll be out of business. See, there's just no way. And so I finally bought a knee decompression machine for selfish reasons. My wife and I needed it. And we strap in the leg, and it pulls the knee apart, and it sucks fluid back into the joint space, opens it up. And between doing that and some of our tools like shockwave therapy, which causes micro traumas, which makes the body start to heal, and then we super heal it with laser. By doing that, my knee's doing great now, and we brace. Here's a cool picture. This is neat. I don't know if you guys can see that picture okay. One on this side looks like, oh my God, that has to have knee replacement. One on this side, the joint's nice and open, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same knee. The only difference is we put a brace on it, and we crank the brace to push the joint open. And so it takes a joint space, opens it up, no more pain. So now I wear my brace just 3 half days a week. I did it for about 8 months, and now 3 half days a week I wear it, and people are like, did you hurt yourself? No, I'm just preventing a problem. So now I can go out and play tennis and do other stuff without a knee replacement. And that's our whole goal. Sometimes knee replacements are necessary, but if you can avoid it, you avoid a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and of course, the problem with opioids are so addictive. We try to do anything we can to keep people out of pain without opioids.
By the way, you're talking here to, you may not know this, Sandra is the director of ATS The Bridge, which I'm on the board, which we started with opioid prevention and the campaign against opioids. So
that's
very
awesome
interesting that you're here at the same time.
Well, that's what we try to do, because the opioids it only takes 5, like you guys know, 5 days to get addicted. Some people 10 days, and you're addicted to it, and that's a horrible problem that so many families somewhere has dealt with. Everybody has a family member that's dealt with that.
Definitely.
Dr. Shawn Jones, Chattanooga Wellness Center. So what makes Chattanooga Wellness Centers different?
Well, one thing is we follow the medical model, which is we're medically integrated offices. We have a medical director and we have a nurse practitioner, and he's not full-time yet, so we have to schedule for like you've heard of stem cell therapy. Well, we do regenerative medicine, PRP, to help regenerate the joints. We did it on my knee also, which helps rebuild it. We like to use fetal material when we can because it works faster than platelets. But we have PRP available, and like with the laser, this is before and after. All that is a tissue sample, and after you do laser, you see all those blood vessels growing? Mm-hmm. See, laser causes angiogenesis. So lasers do 4 things. they decrease pain, they decrease swelling, they increase blood flow by causing angiogenesis and dilation, and it super heals tissue. It makes the mitochondria of your cells. You guys remember that in the old days back in biology? Mitochondria does a Krebs cycle. It takes 13 ATP to create one extra. You get 14 ATP total, and that's what cells burn for energy. You have millions of mitochondria in your cells. When you run laser light, man, it just makes it supercharged and stays supercharged for 8 hours. My twin brother, second best looking doctor I know, he's drop dead gorgeous, but he's a klutz. And he fell in my basement, put his arm through an x-ray view box and shoved glass in there with squirting blood. And we rushed him to Eastridge Hospital and they stopped the bleeding. And the surgeon put it back together and said, son, you're never going to practice chiropractic again. You're never going to write your name again. It'll be 5 months before you move these fingers. And we started lasering through his cast. And in 10 days, all 5 fingers started moving, not 5 months, because it makes it super heal. The nerves attach much faster, and now he's back in practice. He bought an office in Saudi Daisy, so we got him. Yeah, so he's back in practice.
Twin brother.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
There's 2 of you.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Man.
So he's doing really well, and that's what we try to do for patients. That's what makes us different is we look at the whole body. If you come in, we have people that call us up and say, I want shockwave therapy. Well, that's great. That's a tool. What's your problem? I've got knee pain. Well, then we need to do shockwave, we need to do laser, we need to do decompression. I'm going to make recommendations based on what you need. If you just want shockwave, that's fine, but you're selling yourself short. If you do it all together, you're going to get results, and that's what's so cool about it.
Dr. Shawn Jones, Chattanooga Wellness Centers, of course, right here in Cleveland, medically integrated office. Tell me what that means.
Yeah, this is really cool. And our medical director is great, Dr. Chris Prater. He's a great guy. It's funny. He said, I love coming to your meetings. Every morning, we have a morning meeting. And this is where the hospital system's set up. But he said, you know what? None of the hospitals do it. They don't sit down. Here's the files for everybody coming in today. Not the emergency room, but the regular hospital. And we sit down. We go through every file before they come in. The new patient files. What are they coming in with? What's their problem? What do we do? And then the people from the day before, we sit down and say, what do they need? We put our heads together and we come up with a whole plan based upon all the professionals putting their input on there on what people need. And that makes us different by doing the medical integration model like that too. So eventually when we have the nurse practitioner full-time, you'll actually come in and see them first and then maybe me instead of me right now. But we're working towards that at both our Chattanooga and our Cleveland offices.
Of course, right here in Cleveland, corner of North Ocoee and 30th Street next to the Citgo gas station. All right, well, we've met your wife. You're much better half, Carrie.
Oh, gosh, yeah. She's gorgeous. I married up, man. I married
sure
up.
Did. Carrie Doyle Jones is also a published author. Tell us about this.
Yeah. She's got her first book, Life Lessons. She was on the air here with you guys. This is her children's book. This is a lot of fun. She loves to go to the school systems, and she reads the book to them, and Magnolia Grace is right there, and she's a service dog, but she loves being petted. And so she comes in, and then what's funny is they start talking about bullying and all the bullying that happened to her being hearing impaired that she is. They didn't even know what she had till she was 32. But her whole life she was always eating lunch by herself and kids were teasing her and they talk about it. And it's funny because I haven't gotten to be there because I'm seeing patients. But she tells me about how the bully in the class is also there with the people he's bullying and the bully has no idea they're bully. They just think they're teasing, having fun, or whatever, and so it's really a rewarding thing, and the schools like having her come in, and she's been so busy lately with her cookie company. She owns Magnolia Cookie Company too, and I was going to bring cookies.
Yes.
They're 3 days old. She wouldn't let me bring them. She wants fresh cookies for you. So she's going to make some fresh ones and bring them into you.
Hey, Carrie, you're welcome anytime, cookies or not. Well, let me ask you this: how can people get her book and your book here?
Well, they're available at our offices. I'm at 2906 Ocoee Street on the corner of 30th and Ocoee, and at my Chattanooga office on East Brainerd Road next to Purple Law Firm. They're available there. My book, when you come in for your evaluation for neuropathy, I gave you my $25 book for free.
Wow.
And we also do the full evaluation on it and x-rays, whatever we need to do to see what's going on. We also look at any other problems. When you have knee pain or neuropathy or any problem like that or shoulder pain, there's usually other problems too. So we try to look at the whole body and deal with everything. When you go through a program of care, you should only go through a program of care once. And once you finish our neuropathy program, you're doing good. The rest of your life, you can come in for $60 and get the full services. It's $400 worth of services the rest of your life because I don't ever want it to come back. You shouldn't have to come back and do it again and again. It shouldn't take 12 or 18 months like some doctors do to get neuropathy healed. It takes 90 to 120 days. Wow. That's all it takes to turn it around, and 98% of the time we've reversed it back to a reasonable level, hopefully under 20% sensory loss. You don't even hardly know you have it anymore.
Dr. Shawn Jones, we've seen him for years and years. And all right, so Doc, how do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can call the office number 790-5000. You can always call the office there for either office, Chattanooga or Cleveland, or we have our bat phone, we call it, the after-hours number. It's 954-PAIN. So 423-954-PAIN, which is 7246. That's the bat phone, I call it. It rings. We try to run and grab it, unless I'm with the patient, and I'll call them right back. So you can call the after-hours line, or you can call that office, or 643-2277 for Chattanooga. But, yeah, we love helping people, and it's like you shouldn't have to suffer, and you don't have to rush to surgery. Surgery is always an option, but it should be the last option. There's some great surgeons around, and I've got some that are friends of mine, but my job is just to prevent the surgery from having to happen. And I've had people definitely scheduled for surgery. We start doing decompression on their knee, we start shockwave inhalation in their shoulder, and they're like, you know what? I think I'm going to hold off. And if you can hold off for 5-10 years, it's better because you can only have 2 knee replacements. After that, there's not enough bone left. You got to cut bone each time to install it, and after that, it's amputation or wheelchair.
Dr. Shawn Jones at the Chattanooga Wellness Centers, and you can call him 790-5000 or that after-hours line, 954-PAIN. Doc, so glad to have you in finally.
Hey, I'm so
Great
happy to be
see
here.
you.
Thank you so much.
And we will talk soon. Let's take a quick break right here. It is right now 8:32. Sports is next. Our buddy Kyle Elrod on the way in. They're having a big day at the library later today. We'll talk about that with Kona Ice.
Car Trouble's bringing you...
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
You know, some say that you should change your mattress every 8 years.
However, from experience, we know that not everybody follows this advice.
So we're looking for the oldest Mermaid mattress in the Chattanooga area.
Just go to mermaid.com and tell us how old your mattress is and why you haven't replaced it yet.
The winner of the oldest Chattanooga mattress will win a free new Mermaid mattress.
Everyone who enters will automatically qualify for a huge discount on a new mattress and a free pillow, because let's face it, it's time.
And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand delivered.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Logan Thompson
Logan Thompson.
Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson. Call Logan Thompson.
Are you looking for a little life-sized adventure? Then come ride with us at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and experience train travel straight from the golden age of railroading. Create family memories by crossing over bridges and traveling through a pre-Civil War tunnel. Enjoy a guided tour of the restoration shop and witness a historic turntable demonstration. Book your rail experience today. Track us down at tvrail.com or call 423-894-8028.
Big event coming up April 26th. Tell us about this.
That's correct. It's the annual DEA drug take back. So if you have any unused meds, then that's the perfect time to come and dispose of them as you should. So bring them in and we will take care of it. Also, vapes. We can take vapes this year. So bring those in. If you see any old vapes laying around your house or just ready to give it up, just bring them on in. We'll be at the Bradley County Justice Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Again, Saturday, April 26th. We'll continue to remind you of this and probably do some more promotion for this. The DEA drug take back at the Bradley County Justice Center, Saturday, April 26, 10 to 2. And we'll remind you of that. ATS The Bridge, a big part of that. All right. Hey, don't forget, we're giving away our annual Easter hams with Crossroads Community Church. Our buddy Mickey Clark at Crossroads, they've teamed up with us again, and Honey Baked Ham. So get qualified. We have a ham every day this week through Thursday. Of course, we are closed on, won't be here Good Friday. We'll have our special devotional show on Good Friday morning as usual. But anyway, if you want to win the Easter ham from Crossroads Community Church and Honey Baked Ham and Mix 1041, call or text in. Call the volunteer Red Pest Mix line, 423-614-6499, or text that same number, the Cleveland State text line. Donna Lawson won our Honey Baked Ham yesterday. Congratulations to Donna. All right, it's, I'll tell you what, time for sports. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness, and we'll check sports in a moment.
CHI Memorial is hosting a job fair for nurses on Wednesday, April 30th from 4 till 7 p.m. in the community room at CHI Memorial Hospital, Chattanooga. CHI Memorial offers competitive pay and excellent benefits, including paid vacation, personal time and holidays, tuition assistance, retirement plan, and opportunities for advancement. Call 423-495-8978 to learn more or visit memorial.org/careers to search open positions.
All right, Mix 1041, good morning, and the CHI Memorial Sports Desk as the Braves beat Toronto last night, 8-4. Braves a road win. Tonight they'll be in Toronto, play the Blue Jays, 7 o'clock here on Mix 1041 for the game portion. But if you want to hear the pregame, the game, and postgame, listen to our sister station, ESPN Cleveland, 101.3, all driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. The WNBA draft last night, Paige Buchers of just, of course, led UConn to the women's championship. Number one pick, no surprise there, by the Dallas Wings. NBA playoffs, play-in, it's not really the playoffs, but the play-in round tonight, the Atlanta Hawks, the 7-8 games, Atlanta and Orlando, the Magic tonight, 7:30 TNT. And the Grizzlies and Warriors will play at 10 o'clock on TNT. And the Tennessee Sports Writers Association All-State Wrestling Team has been named. Boys Wrestling from Cleveland High School. Jose Cordero, Chase Walker, Colt Morgan, Zach Boskin, Kellen Sanders, Gary High, also Joshua Pulley, Cy Fowler, Rock Charette, Gabe Moore, and Tyson Russell. For Bradley, Kyle Hogg and Wiley Suskowitz. And now the girls wrestling All-State for Bradley, Miley Goodwin and Natalie Shane. For Cleveland, Senna Grassman, Caroline Hilton, Adriana Perkins, Piper Fowler, and Madeline Zunin. Joined now by my longtime friend, Kyle Elrod with Kona Ice. Kyle, good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you this morning?
Good. Well, you got a big event coming up later today. Tell me about it.
We do. Of course, everybody knows April 15th is a huge day all across the country because today, of course, is the day that everybody can get free Konas.
Hey, now we're talking.
There might be something else going on today. I'm not sure. I haven't really kept up with the news, but you can come get free Konas today. Here in Cleveland, we're going to be over at the library from noon to 2. Come get your free Kona. If you want to donate to the library, we'll give you a lei to go with your Kona.
There you go.
And we're also down in Collegedale today. If you're in the Ottawa area or Chattanooga, come see us at the Collegedale City Hall. This is a program that Kona has done now for, probably 13 years, where this is a stressful day for everybody. You know, we're making jokes about it, but it is stressful for everybody. And this is a good way to kind of go chill. That's why it's called Chill Out Day. And we have 2,500 units of Kona across the country. They're not all doing it, but a lot of them are. So pretty much anywhere you are across the country, you can find a Kona somewhere. And come get a free Kona and take it easy. You know, I'm sure that you're only paying just a little bit if you have to pay anything today. So come get your free Kona. It'd be about the same that you would pay either way. So that's what we're doing today. We're with our friends at the library. Yeah. We do a lot of events with them at the library, and I'd hope to have someone here with me, but that's okay. They do their summer reading program, and we work with them on that. And they have several events over there throughout the year that we work with them with. We've been friends with them ever since we started. So we do a ton of stuff with them. They're really a great organization.
They sure are.
To partnership with, and we're looking forward to having some fun this afternoon.
All right, it's Kyle Elrod, our buddy Kona Ice at the Cleveland Public Library, and of course we had Keisha Parks and Jared Bohannon in here a few days ago, and talking about all the great programs that they got. All right, just remind them the details one more time. And, of course, they hear us in Collegedale, so remind us about that. We'll
be at the Cleveland Library from noon to 2. Free Konas. Just come get a Kona. No catch, no anything. Come get your Kona. That's it. And we'll be at the Collegedale City Hall, in front of City Hall, same time, from 12 to 2. Same thing. Come get your Kona. No charge at all. We got a lot of other stuff coming up that we'll be working with you on.
Yeah, look forward to it.
We're going to have our school thing coming up.
Yep.
In a few weeks here.
It'll be fun.
Got some stuff going on with the Y coming up. And then I need to also mention our big thing that's been happening this year. We have smoothies now in one of our trucks, and that's been a big hit.
Yep.
We're trying to sort of keep it under wraps just so it doesn't explode.
Well, you've come to the right place, because nobody listens, so you're fine, yeah.
So, but we do have one truck that's carrying the smoothies now, and that's been a popular addition for a lot of parents that are bringing their kids to the Kona truck. They're getting smoothies. A lot of our company accounts, they're getting smoothies. So they're 100% fruit smoothies, and they're going great. So within the next year or so, we hope to have everything equipped with those. But for now, we're making it with our one truck. So please bear with us.
Kyle Elrod, Kona Ice. Kyle, great to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, Steve.
All right, it is 17 before the hour coming up. We have more to come here. As we got Lori McNulty coming in, actually, with the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Up next.
This half hour.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
You're watching Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv, presented by Bradley Medical Center. We'll be right back.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
The new fiber network is going to place Cleveland, Tennessee at the forefront of technology. Cleveland is ready for this, and it's going to be a great future. My message to Cleveland, Tennessee is call Cleveland Utility Authority right now to get signed up for the new fiber broadband network that is coming to a neighborhood near you.
It's our Jeep Celebration event at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 180 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams, up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 0.9% for up to 72 months. Spring savings on new Wranglers, $13,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer free meal prep, including over 30 different marinades and seasonings to help you craft the perfect dinner. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at cleaning.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
To Bennett Susong, who is 5 today, goes to Black Fox Pre-K. That's from Grammy. Kit Carson is 24. Hey, Fruit Loops, that your nephew?
Yeah, that is my nephew. He is a firefighter for Bradley County, so very happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday. Amy Wilhoit, my sister-in-law, works at Truist Bank. Happy birthday. Eli Bolin is 17 today. Ken and Cindy Bolin call that in. Madden Snyder's 22. He's a student at UT. Also, Doressa Wiseman, happy birthday. And Helen Dover's 94. That's from son Freddie. And also granddaughters Martha and Selby. Simmons Bank celebration list for tomorrow. Go to the website, mymix1041.com. And I tell you, my longtime friend Lori McNulty is here. And Lori told me yesterday, she said, I'm coming in. First of all, very excited about the Logan Thompson segment. Thrilled. And you said, look, let's talk about graduation.
Yeah.
So let's do it. How are you?
Fun stuff to talk about.
And you've got a real highlight right here, don't you?
I do.
Your highlight.
We got a lot of fun stuff going on at our house. This is my daughter, Sarah Grace Hallenberg. Hi.
Hi, Sarah Grace.
Is a graduating senior from Cleveland High School.
Oh, so how does it feel to be at the end of your high school experience?
Rewarding. I'm very happy.
It's bittersweet. I've loved going to Cleveland. Cleveland's a great school. I've loved all my teachers. Shout
all
out
of
Miss
them?
Kruger. Yeah.
Well.
A lot of them.
I also went to Cleveland. No, I'm sorry. A long time ago. No, I'm kidding.
But it's been fun. So it's sad to be at the end, but I'm glad to be there.
Yeah.
She's done a great job, so we're proud of her.
Absolutely. Yes. And so tell us what you're doing next year. What's going on?
I am going to UTK.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about being an art dealer. So business marketing and art history is my path I think I'm going to take.
That's very, very cool. Lori, talk about it. I mean, as a mom of a graduate here, that's a big deal.
It is, and I'm thrilled for her. She's worked hard and she's excited about her path. She said bittersweet. It is, and she's been my buddy. This is my only child, so it's. Some days I'm very sad. Some days I'm thrilled. Mm-hmm. Like go on, go. But we're excited. She's gonna have a great time.
Yeah,
I know she will.
Oh yeah. So, absolutely.
But it's good. Cleveland has been a great path for. We've had a great experience. Cleveland High School, Cleveland Middle, coming up through E.L. Ross and Yates. All the teachers, the administrators. So it's been great. She's worked hard. And I'm proud of her. She's a graduate of distinction.
Oh,
and
wow.
so she's going to be rewarded for that next week at a ceremony with some other kids. And so she's parents' dream.
Yeah. We're joined by Lori McNulty with the Logan Thompson Law Firm. And really, Logan Thompson, I think more than most firms, even nationally, puts more about, and Jimmy Logan, of course, and Robert Thompson put more about community.
Absolutely.
Than really a lot of the firms you see will see.
Yeah, and we've talked about that. I grew up in a home where community service was very important. My family was involved in our community, and so that was important to me. And so I'm so happy to work for an organization, a law firm in town that encourages me to continue to participate in local organizations and 501c3s and other opportunities that I can give back and that we can give back. But Logan Thompson is really, an integral part of the community, service-wise, financially. We give how we can. And Sarah's grown up. We moved here when she started first grade in Cleveland, and so she's grown up through the Logan Thompson path too. So they're all, it's a family. We're a family.
Sarah, how important is that to you, serving your community and like you say, that your mom says your background and your family? How important is it?
It's pretty big. Community is what makes us who we are and helps us be stronger. So I'm happy to be part of that.
And you're going to UT. What do you think about Nico? I had the voice of the Vols, Mike Keith, on an hour ago. So
that's great.
We were talking about that, yeah. And I guess you're already surely a UT fan, I would say.
Oh, yeah, of course. Grown up.
And now heading
Vol for life.
VFL. Lori McNulty here also, of course, she's the star these days,
Oh, yeah.
But with the Logan Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Tell people what you do at Logan Thompson.
So I handle all of our estate planning, which is preparation of wills, powers of attorney, and documents that help us plan for death. I guess that's the best way. It doesn't sound so sweet and fuzzy, but that's what I do. And then I handle probates for people when they pass away. I handle the administration of their estates, which is getting the assets transferred to the people that they leave behind. I handle conservatorships, which would be for people who aren't able to take care of themselves, and so I do a lot of just general, general fussing and fighting between people. Yeah. So we're a small practice. We've got a handful of lawyers, but we cover all elements of the law, from criminal to divorces to personal injuries to malpractice, real estate disputes. There's somebody there that can help you with any problem that you have.
Absolutely. Growing law firm, the Logan Thompson Law Firm, and go to loganthompsonlaw.com. Sarah, congratulations.
Thank you.
A wonderful, wonderful accomplishment. Lori McNulty, Logan Thompson Law Firm. Wasn't that bad?
That was
great.
You need to be more excited when you come in here.
I love
But it was
being
late
here.
in the day
This
yesterday.
is great. This is
it was,
great.
I got to go on the radio? Huh?
No.
That's what she said. All right. Yeah. 5 till 9. Back in a second.
Listen up, Cleveland. The wait is over. Josh Porter here with Optim.
You're watching Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv, presented by Bradley Medical Center. We'll be right back.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
Spring has sprung, and that means the Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh is back. Each week, we're cracking open the Mix 1041 prize vault, and we'll give away amazing prizes to help with your home refresh. We'll also be giving away a Spring Home Refresh grand prize pack worth thousands of dollars. The Spring Home Refresh is presented by Cleveland Insurance. ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. April is Limb Loss and Limb Difference Awareness Month, a time to focus on preventing amputations and improving lives. At the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, they are proud to lead amputation prevention and offer innovative treatments that restore blood flow and save limbs. These treatments help them achieve some of the region's highest success rates in limb salvage. Their goal is simple: to save limbs, improve mobility, and help their patients remain independent. If you or a loved one is experiencing non-healing wounds, leg pain, or other signs of poor circulation, don't wait. Call the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga today at 423-602-2750 or visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com to learn more about your options. Remember that early detection and intervention can save lives and ensure a healthier, happier future. Trust your care with the VIC Vascular Team. The VIC team offers 6 convenient locations to serve you. They accept self-referrals and provide timely appointments.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
The sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we take pride in helping our neighbors protect the foundations of their homes. Now, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience serving Tennessee homeowners.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. But with the same local team, our customers know and trust.
And we're ready to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 104.1 app.
Okay, so that's how
Dad, I know how to do this. You taught me when I was 7.
Oh, what am I doing, matsplaining to you again?
Yes, but you're passionate about making mattresses. I can relate.
Aw, hashtag proud dad moment.
All our Mermaid brand mattresses are born local, made right here in beautiful East Tennessee.
And right now you can save an additional 10% off any premium Mermaid mattress. And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand-delivered.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Great to see you. And Sandy, I know that the annual career fair is tomorrow.
Yes. So our big annual career fair at Cleveland State is tomorrow. It's going to be held in our gymnasium from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I have a list. Of course, we won't name all of them, but we have 80 tables. Yes. So the entire gym is going to be full. And we have a little over 50 different employers. Wow. So that's what we say is if a student or anybody, because this is open to the community, if anybody's looking for a job or just wanting to see the different areas of employment that we have, because all of these are going to be local jobs, then definitely come by. And then in addition to, we have over 20 universities that'll be there as well. And so it's really an amazing time to have all of that together in one location at one day. So if anybody's even looking at talking to universities, getting some information about that, there'll be over 20 of those, like your UTK and your UTCs, Lee University, all of those will be there. So it's a great time. It's a great opportunity for the community to be able to come by and go through that.
I think it's great. So again, we really want to hammer this home. It is open to the community. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to be a student at Cleveland State. You can come by. That's maybe the biggest career fair that I know of in Cleveland.
I agree, and it's something we've been doing, like you said, annually,
years, yeah.
and every year it grows just a little bit more and more. So it's almost to the point where we literally are like, hey, this is as many as we can fit in the gym, period, Yeah. So, but it's really great, and the employers and universities, they're very interactive. They're giving away things. You've got Mars that comes, of course, with the M&Ms and Little Debbie, and so there's lots of little giveaways too that the students love because there's free stuff and free food. But it's just a great time as well for just employers, universities to network with our students in the community.
All right, Neil Greenwood's also a history professor at Cleveland State. Neil, how are you, buddy?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So let's talk about, you've got something coming up.
Yep, Monday afternoon from 5 to 6 p.m. at Cleveland State Community College in the Humanities and Social Science building. It's the auditorium room. It's room 107. You can't miss it. It's by the rear entrance. I'll be talking about the Gemini program. It's in commemoration of the 60th anniversary of that program, which was vital to the Apollo moon landings. They developed techniques for everything from docking with other spacecraft to actually how to live in space for short periods of time. These were orbital missions. All the missions were successful in terms of getting the astronauts up and back. They worked out a lot of the bugs, which probably is the most important factor. In fact, one of the Gemini astronauts, Eugene Cernan, said that was as important as any other factor in the success of the Apollo program, because just the very vital technique for hooking up the lunar module with the command module in the Apollo spacecraft so that they could go to the moon, land the lunar module, and come back. They worked out the bugs during the Gemini missions. So I'll be talking about that from 5 to 6 Monday night, H107. It's open to the public.
Okay. Well, that is extremely informative. Of course, we've got it seems like even a newer fascination with space and what's happening in our world. And that, again, is in the Humanities Building.
Yes.
Okay. Repeat that if you will, one more time.
It's
Monday?
Monday night or Monday afternoon, 5 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
The actual room number is H107. It is the big auditorium room in the Humanities Building. It is right off the rear entrance to the building. There's only 2 entrances, and parking is available wherever you can find it. There are no restrictions on parking other than what's identified for a particular space.
All right, and Sandy, one more time on the career fair. Just remind us of the details.
Sure. So tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. In the gym. It's actually right across from Humanities. So, and we'll have there's going to be 80 tables there, over 50 employers, over 20 universities, open to everyone, anyone that's looking for a job, just wanting to talk to, just getting information from the community, because they're all going to be there. Of course, we encourage our students to come as well. So it's just going to be a really, really great time for everybody to come through that.
Well, thank you both for coming. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate our friends at Cleveland State Community College. That's going to do it for us here this morning. Mix 104.1. We're on mixtv.tv. Mix Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center. For those of you listening on the radio, we're sending you back to music for your workday on mixtv.tv. That's it for us this morning. One more reminder, we are giving away the Easter hams with Crossroads Community Church and honey baked ham. You can qualify all day today. Qualify one time is fine. Text in on the Cleveland State Cougar line. There we go. 423-614-6499. We have to have your name, put ham on it. That'll be your entry. And then call, or if you'd like to call us, 423-614-6499, volunteer Red Mix line. Mike Lee will announce the winner at 5 o'clock today.
The